the man from down under with a little thunder, WWE and Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer, Bushwhacker Luke. I hear something else comes from down under too. The Wrestling with Figs podcast with my mates Chris and James. You gotta tune into this great podcast because Chris and James will give you all the inside info. Whoa! Yay!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chris.
After that, I don't know whether I want to do this podcast anymore. That was shocking. I didn't realize your voice could go that high.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 1 year anniversary special of the Wrestling with Figs podcast. I'm your host, Chris Maddock, and joining us in the East.
Sorry, I jumped in there, but I'm so excited, mate. I've jumped in, but I'm your host, James Thomas, over from the East. And what a year it's been, Chris. An amazing year, mate, working with you.
I've got some bad news for you. It was actually 1 year anniversary about a month ago.
Yeah, but we discussed this. I said, let's just do it on the show. The 26th show, which is
we had
today.
4 weeks off. We had 4 weeks off over Christmas. And really, it's already been a year. So this is like the 13-month anniversary.
No, it's okay. It's the 12-month anniversary. Just forget that. Forget that, everyone. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
When do you get somebody for a 1 year anniversary?
Cash.
Oh, I'll look forward to my gift in the mail then. Hey, can I give a shout out first? Shout out to our Kiwi brother, Brett Amos, and his lovely wife for her excellent feedback on the podcast last week. You probably didn't see this, didn't get printed, but according to Brett, and hopefully, Brett, you're not listening to this edit in front of her, we were talking a lot of shit. So thank you for that feedback. That must have been James talking at the time. It wouldn't have been me.
Well, in her defence, we were talking about Australian politics, so I don't blame her whatsoever. We were talking crap.
How exciting!
And we should never talk Australian politics again on the show. So let's park that. But thank you, Mrs. Amos. We greatly appreciate that.
I'll agree to never talk about Australian politics again on the show if you agree never to sing on the show again.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Come on, mate.
I'm gonna snip that down and make it a meme.
All right. I look forward to it. Well, as always, the show wouldn't be what it is today without the support of Go Figure Collectibles. The legendary Jeff from Go Figure Collectibles, been in business for close to 30 years. Get on down there and support Go Figure. Use your code FDU5 to receive 5% off. Also, a big shout out to our main man, KG, over in WA, over in your neck of the woods, who makes us sound a lot better than we actually are. He may even make my voice a little bit better after singing the intro, hopefully. Who knows? But thank you, KG. Your support is very much appreciated. And a huge shout out to
Adam Topless.
For his support in the very beginning. You know, your support definitely went unwavered, and we really, really appreciate it. And we hope you're kicking goals with your YouTube channel, FWCI. Anyone else we want to thank at the top of the show? Should
just probably thank as well Sizdog for the audio for the Stingers, and also Ryan from Toy Nerds, who did a lot of our graphics.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. And God, who would have thought 12 months? That's all 12 months ago. Crazy.
Yeah.
It's been a very quick year.
It has gone so quick, especially with COVID. You sort of focus on everything else, and it's been a big year.
It has, mate. And look, this year so far, I think it's been a lot better than last. But it's, I know around the country, I know in my neck of the woods, it's been raining. It's been freezing now. I feel like we haven't had a summer. It's just been an event after an event after an event the last few years, right? So,
well, do you know where I went yesterday?
Sorry, mate.
I went to the beach yesterday in WA. That's how warm it was here yesterday.
Really? I was at the beach today, but it was absolutely freezing.
It was pretty cold yesterday. I may be making up the warmth.
All right, cool. Well, guys, I'm just doing a thing. Look, some things in reverse here. Just if you haven't subscribed to the show yet, please do so on Apple. Leave us a 5-star review. Doing so helps us get our name out there and the good word of collecting down under to those that haven't heard about us. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and always use the hashtag The Hunt Never Ends, because you know why, mate?
Never ends. It's still going over here in the West. And speaking of the hunt, we did promise a giveaway tonight. There will be a giveaway at some point on the show. However, what you are going to get, I do not know, because as I went hunting for some things to give away, I really found disappointing items. I wanted to make it better than what was out there. So there'll be something, but you may take a couple of weeks for me to actually organise it. So you just have to be patient. This is a non-for-profit organisation. You just cannot push us. You can't push us. This is coming out of my pocket, so you'll have to be patient.
There we go.
Let's start the show, eh?
Let's go. Community news. Now, Chris, I got a couple of questions for you. Seeing as though this is our 12-month anniversary, I want to ask you a couple of questions, and feel free to ask me in return. Haven't given these questions much thought, but I thought we could reflect on the past 12 months and have a bit of a laugh. So, favourite moments over the past 12 months on this show?
I don't really have any.
Put you on the spot. Don't really have any.
Probably hearing you say that this is your last piece for your collection, and then the next week having 3 more pieces. You know what? One of my favourite things of the last 12 months was seeing John Watson's reveal of his fig room. That was pretty amazing. Also seeing, I think it's either Daniel Lang or Luke Young who has the graded games. I like seeing those.
Daniel Lang, that's Daniel Lang. Yep.
Some of the funny comments between you, myself, Brett, and KG. That's always been enjoyable in the old admin chat. Steve Campbell's incredible knowledge and correcting anything I get wrong. And you know what? Member of the Year 2 years ago, Brad Perriman, he's just gone missing.
He has.
Is he still a collector?
Brad, are you with us? Are you with us? We miss you. We miss you.
Karate Kid Benjamin as well. He's just dropped off a bit too. So game, boys. Well,
as I say, life does go on, and we do grow up. Who knows? They might be getting out of collecting. So,
I can tell you right now, James, that you don't always grow up, because I'm nearly 40 and I still feel like I'm 15. So,
well, I'm 42 and I still feel like I'm 16. So, well, let's go, mate. Let's get into it. Figure news. So Mattel have actually it's been a pretty big week of figure reveals, hasn't it? So Mattel Elite 95 is now up for pre-order at Ringside Collectibles. Let's hope some of our big guys down here in Australia or New Zealand can snag these. So we've got John Cena, Big E, Jey Uso, Bobby Lashley, Shotzi, never heard of her, and Eddie Guerrero.
Now, can I just say about the graphic we're showing at the moment, I just love Big E's face. Apparently, Big E does come with a broken spine, so you can have a real-life Big E, because he broke his back or his neck just recently.
Did he really? Yeah, okay.
That's a joke. That's a poor taste joke if you're listening. Sorry, Big E, I didn't mean
very poor.
He did in one of was it WrestleMania? Was it WrestleMania or was it just before WrestleMania?
So he actually has broken his back or neck.
He broke his neck, and but they said he'll make a full recovery. But he's very, very lucky to not be a paraplegic. So,
how did he do that? Off the top rope?
I can't remember. I remember seeing it, but it feels like it was so long ago now. I've got a feeling it was a suplex. It was a botched move. It was definitely a botched move. But yes, somebody can remind us in the comments exactly what happened. I'm sure Steve's still in Europe somewhere. So.
Yeah. Do you remember when Brock Lesnar did the sunset flip or the backflip off the rope and landed on the back of his head?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was against Kurt Angle from memory. But,
and it's amazing when you watch Jeff Hardy. It's amazing he's still alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but some guys are just athletes that can do that. I think Big E, he's quite a stocky, short fellow.
That's right. It was a back belly suplex by Ridge Hollins outside the ring on SmackDown.
So on the concrete.
So,
Ouch. That must be a horrible feeling when you're, I guess you're on show and you know something's wrong, but you've got to pretend like nothing's wrong. So I imagine that'd be a sickening feeling.
Tearing both your quads as you enter the ring. And just having to sit there.
Oh, mate, that was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Will you be buying any of those 95s, James?
No, mate. Well, I've got some big news to share, actually. Got some big news to share. I am pulling the pin on my Mattel collection. Boom, boom. I'm keeping a very, very, very small select few. And when I say small, probably 3 or 4. I'm done. I'm done. I'm decluttering. I'm getting out of it. So for those that are interested, I've got about 100 old school wrestlers from 80s and 90s, and they will all be up for sale as of tomorrow, hopefully. Tomorrow I've just gone through them all, made a list.
Let me know if you're selling that figure I gifted you last year, the old, what was it? The Warrior.
Yeah, that's up for sale.
Didn't I gift that to you?
Yeah, but I can't give it back. I've got to sell it.
You're gonna sell the gift.
No, I'm probably gonna keep that one, Warrior.
Cost me a bloody fortune, that thing too.
Did it? How much did it cost you?
$120.
That's what I'm selling it for. You can have it back for $120.
I already paid $120.
All right, let's move on.
Send it over to me. I'll tell you what, we'll do a deal. Send it over to me, and if it's in the same condition as when I send it, I'll send you the $120.
Yeah, right. Let's move on, mate. Let's move on. Elite greatest hits. What do you think of this? Bam Bam, Undertaker, Rikishi, The Rock, Rey Mysterio, and our good friend Jake the Snake Roberts.
Look, I don't love re-releasing figures because I would rather see something new. But at the same time, part of me says the only people who suffer from a re-release is the scalpers. So if you've bought figures as an investment, the re-release will kill your investment. However, as a collector, if we can get more figures into kids' hands and adults' hands, then all good for me. Yeah, I've already got them all. I've got all of those.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't agree with re-releasing figures because it's you don't have to be a scout. Like, I'm not a scalper. I genuinely am a collector, but I'm done with this line, right? So if I sold mine, if my figure's worth, let's say $100, and now that this is coming out, it's now gone down to $40. Well, it's like, well, that's pretty shit. Why even bother doing that when you've got a variety of?
Look at the Ultimates, the HBK and there's a Brock Lesnar Ultimates that got re-released that was selling for like $100 to $150 each, and now all of a sudden they're selling for like $30 because you can buy them brand new again.
Yeah, but there's many elites like that. There was, the Warrior in the Legends line at the start, right? So that was released in a flashback series or a whatever series later in life, along with an Undertaker and who else was there? I can't think of his name. Undertaker in the purple, and there's no need. Like, there's plenty of other variety or attires to choose from. So crazy. Anyway, not for me. Next up, we've got the 2023 top picks. Again, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Rey Mysterio.
I don't think I've got a picture of that one, do I?
Don't have a picture? That's okay. No, put that one away.
Nope.
But those three wrestlers alone, I wonder how many figures between them they have. Like
Randy Orton and John Cena would have to be up there as the two most figure.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Rey
Mysterio for sure. Rey Mysterio, absolutely. And he seems to, all of them seem to just keep getting pumped out by Mattel.
The Usos as well. How many figures in the last 2 years of the Usos have there been?
Yeah, I haven't really. I don't even know who the Usos are. Really, I haven't really seen their figures. So,
finger on the pulse, mate.
It's more the older school guys I'm into, as everyone knows. And then we've got the Ultimate Edition Macho Man, the new generation image. What do you think, mate? Cool. You've got this. You happy with that?
It comes with a lot of accessories. That's a pretty good deal. You got the jacket, you got the t-shirt, you've got the ring announcer hat, you got the headphones, the microphones, the little TVs, the table, and the chairs. I think the table and the chairs may come with the ring, though, but
With the ring,
super
okay.
stacked figure. I'm actually still undecided as to whether I'll keep my whole Mattel creations or just on sell it because I'm just running out of space, mate. I've got stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
But looks like a cracking figure, and I'll be happy to have that in my collection.
How good's a blue chair?
Yeah.
What do you want?
The blue table and chairs is awesome. I want the doink more than anything in that set.
Okay. But there you go. There's a diesel coming out with that set, right?
Yeah, but I don't have a Doink Elite, so
I've got one that I'm selling, mate.
Hey, in the comments, Luke Young saying, "I hope that the Greatest Hit series has King Harley Race in the second set." Imagine if you were one of those people who bought the King Harley Race from the Flashback series and paid $400 for it, US, whatever it was selling for, and they re-released it for $20.
Yeah.
Is there a reason they're not making Harley Race figures? Is there any sort of licensing?
Don't know. Got no idea.
No, I don't know.
What do you think? What do you think the reason? Why do you think the reason is they do re-release figures? Is it a laziness thing? Is it a surely not? They're not thinking of the collector when they do that, right? Or
surely it's because they sold so well initially, and maybe sold quicker than they expected. They think they can sell more quickly. Yeah, it all comes down to money. They think they can make money off it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay. All right. Jazzwares with the AEW line. There was a lot announced, but for me, I've just picked out a select few that means something to me, and I'm sure that means something to you. But if you want to add to that, Chris, by all means. The Luminary series, Owen Hart. Now, This is the first Owen Hart since what? Since the BCA days?
Since the Blue Blazer.
Blue Blazer. So what's that, 30 years?
I reckon that was what was the year that did he die in 99 or 2000?
No, I thought it was like 97 or 98, something like that.
I thought it was 99. Either way, it's that Blue Blazer figure came out, and then that was it, and nothing since.
That was it.
So
yeah.
The thing
let me say, Jazzwares. So one of the owners of Jazzwares is what's his name, Jeremy Padawa.
Yeah.
So when he was doing the Classic Superstars line, I saw this recently. Did I hear it or read it somewhere? I think I saw it in his Instagram page. He basically was in discussions with the Owen Hart family. So his wife, is it Diana? What's his wife's name? Martha. He was talking with Martha, and they were umming and ahhing about allowing him to do it in the Classic Superstars line. And they said, no, it's too soon. Don't want to do it. But he's maintained a relationship with them. Hence now why 20 years later he's able to do a Jazzwares line of Owen Hart, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. What?
I don't know.
Don't like it?
I don't know if I buy that the relationship was the reason why. Surely the money.
Oh, look, I think, mate, if you lose someone under those circumstances, you're pretty bitter, right? So I don't think it's about money. If it's about money, they would have done it in the first place, right?
Because their angst is not with Jazzwares or AEW or Padawa. It's with WWE.
With Vince, yeah.
And Vince. So they don't want to go there. But there wasn't another option. Like Classics, fair enough, it was too soon. But then there was no other option for figures. Really. It's only the last 2 or 3 years that Jazzwares, Zombie, Chella have started producing all these figures. And suddenly there's other options other than WWE.
But I reckon Mattel would have offered big money. Big money to have an Owen Hart figure.
Still money would be based on a WWE contract.
Yeah. But here we go, another Owen Hart. And this one is from the Unmatched Collection, Series 6. Now this comes with the Series 6, including Owen Hart, a Brody Lee, a Ruby Soho, Malachi Black, Malachi, not Malacca, Mike Santana, and Ortiz. So cool looking figures. But there you go. What do you think of that, Owen Hart?
I really like both the Owens, and I reckon that the best thing about the Owens is there's so many heads that they're going to give customizers the ability to create Heart Foundation, to create other elite style Owen Hart figures with the same sort of size head. Really, really cool. I'm going to try and get both of them. Hopefully somebody imports them into Australia. I'm sick of buying from overseas, so I won't be buying them unless I can get them here somewhere.
Very good. Very good. And like I said, Jazzwares have got a whole bunch of other upcoming releases, so check them out. Check them out.
The other one, and by the way, Luke Young, thank you. May 99 was when Owen Hart passed away.
99.
I knew it was either 99 or 2000 because I remember I was right at the end of my high school. The one thing I will say, though, with the Owen Hart and the Jazzwares line is they're going to be hot. They are going to be hot to get. People are going to be all over that. You're going to have people buying as many as they can find and hoping then to flip them and turn them around. So pretty cool figures.
Yeah. Yeah. Out of curiosity, do you have any classic superstars or you never got into that line?
I've got a Hogan, NWO Hogan that's autographed in box.
Yep.
And I've got about half a dozen. I've got a couple of Mr. Perfects, Jimmy Hart. I had Greg the Hammer Valentine, a Crime Time. I bought quite a few from some lady in Queensland who was selling them all really cheap. I paid like $10 each for them. Bought six or seven and won all these eBay auctions. And then I just cracked them open and put them on display. So
were they slimy? All slimy and stuff?
No, they're all right. And the Jimmy Hart and the Greg the Hammer Valentine are better than the elites.
Yeah.
Like the head
yeah. The Greg Valentine's a great figure in both lines, I believe. Yeah. All right. So next up, we've got Heels and Faces. So this Bruiser Brody prototype reveal. What do you think of that? Did you see that?
It looks pretty cool. Pretty cool story, the old Bruiser Brody story. Have you seen the Dark Side of the Ring episode?
I have, yeah.
Pretty
horrendous
pretty
way
crazy
to go. Yeah.
So, not somebody I remember too well because I just didn't see much of him, but seemed like he could wrestle. So, cool figure. I'm curious to know what the sort of shawl is made out of. If that's like a little piece of fluff or what is it?
It looks really good. I think that looks so good that I think that's a must for any Bruiser Brody fan. Put that alongside your Junk Shop Dog Safubi figure, and you've got yourself a pretty cool Bruiser Brody collection.
Yeah.
Now this one here, we're waiting for this one, Chris. Jeff Jarrett production figure reveal. What do you think?
That's much better than the last image I saw.
I think it looks awesome.
Check out the boots, mate. The detail on the boot is incredible.
Yeah. The whole figure is, I think there was thoughts of it being a little bit girlish in the face, a little bit feminine. But that there is amazing. Very, very happy with that. Very happy.
Yeah, I like it too. And I like the fact that even though the clothesline action is there from the Hasbro style, it kind of still looks a little bit different. The legs are different.
Yeah. So my plan with the Heels and Faces line is to get all the ones that were never released in Hasbro and have their own shelf. That's my plan. Are you going to open yours or keep yours in card?
My plan is to open them and wrestle them with the wrestlers that I've been waiting 30 years to fight.
Yeah. So. Do you suspect those to go up in value? Not that it matters as a collector, but
I would say yes, because there'll be a lot of people who got the buzz late and missed out. But I don't know. It's hard to know. They're already pretty expensive to buy at the start. So I would say Cardona and Brian Myers won't go up in value, but the other guys, especially the popular WWE guys and Sabu, they'll go up.
You think so?
Even the retros have already gone up to like sort of $40, $50 each.
What? Any of them?
No, the retro, the most recent release, the Mean Gene, the Cowboy Bob.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Those ones are already I should have held my second set. I sold them nearly at cost. So.
Yeah. Okay. And last but not least for Heels and Faces is the Baston Booger wax prototype.
I thought this was actually a prototype of you, James, but there you go. It's Bastion Booger. I'm not so sure about his head there. I just don't know whether his head looks quite right to me, but Yeah, really nailed it. I like the fact they've got his little groin pouch there on the bottom too. Check out that.
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember this guy in the WWF?
Only bits and pieces. I don't reckon I could tell you one match that I watched, but I remember seeing him in the magazines.
Yeah, that's the same here. I only saw him in magazines. I never saw him wrestle. But
no,
there's a famous picture of him eating a big turkey leg.
Yeah.
With just gluttony at its best. So that was him. That was him. Mate, any more for figure news for you, mate?
Well, we've got the junk shop figures. We showing those?
Where have I got that? Yeah, cool. But yep, we will. But let's go worldwide toy pickups. Our good friend Sean NG, I don't know how he does it, but he keeps snagging these unreleased figures. So he picked up a couple of Strongbow figures. What about those Strongbow figures? What about what they're going for? Crazy. But this is just, I think this is one of 3 of his unreleased RVD Elite figures. And I'm pretty sure one of the ones that he has is actually a prototype, a first shot prototype. But this one here is just your standard release, as we all know, got cancelled. Now, rumor has it got cancelled because they took offense to the paint job on the attire there. It was too close to the neo-Nazi logo. Is that right? Is that what you've heard?
I haven't heard that, but is it got anything to do with the fact that it's got the yin yang from the Korean flag?
Well, I've heard those red lines look too close to the Nazi symbol, and that's why it got canned. Yeah.
Gee whiz. Imagine if you looked at that figure and thought of white supremacy.
Yeah.
All I see is a stoner that could do some good flips.
It's a great figure, I must say. It's a really good figure.
Like it. It's a shame that hasn't been released in that attire.
Yeah. Well, guys, if you want to get one, Sean and G will be selling his, so here's your opportunity. Now, local news: our good friends at Junk Shop Dog, Portia and Adam, they've just released their Road Warriors sample reveal. Now, these look amazing. I love the traps on Hawk.
Yeah,
I remember he just had big traps back in the day. And you know what? I was looking as I was going through my Elite figures yesterday. Not to take the shine away from Junk Shop Dog and their amazing work, but the most underrated figure, and even I underrated it, Elite figure in the line is the Animal Elite LOD figure with the red pads. Have you got that?
I do not. I don't have a Legend at home.
Don't you? Well, again, mate, I've got them for sale. But Hawk is okay, but Animal is proportionally perfect. He's just sensational figure. But congratulations, Junk Shop Dog. Amazing feat. And they just continue to keep pumping out these legends. So keep an eye out for those to be available online shortly.
Hey, James, just in the comments, KG letting us know that the flag is the Nazi Germany Imperial Japanese flag. So it's a Japanese of the flag.
SWAT sticker. There we go. The version of that flag with the SWAT sticker on the inner circle are Nazi German Imperial Japanese flag. There you go.
There you go. KG, you're turning into the new Steve Campbell, mate.
The new beard of knowledge. Thank you, KG. Awesome.
The hair of knowledge.
And last but not least, community events. The Hobby Hangout. I actually think I'm going to drive down for this. Saturday, the 2nd of July at Manning House at Sydney University. I missed out last year because I got crook. But this year, I think I will drive down with a mate. I've never been to a card show. Have you?
Nothing really. No, not just cards exclusively.
Yeah.
A few of our toy fairs here have cards, but nothing, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool to go to. You should jump on a plane and fly over, mate.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea. Shout out to my wife if you're watching.
Shout out to your wife. All right. So that's it for community news from me, buddy. Have you got anything else?
That's all from me, mate.
All right. Well, let's jump over to hear a little word from our major sponsor, Go Figure Collectibles.
The Wrestling with Figs podcast is proudly supported by Go Figure Collectibles.
I can't believe this.
Go Figure Collectibles have been established for over 20 years and have an extensive range of wrestling figures, DVDs, and merchandise. Go Figure Collectibles offers a huge variety of pop culture items such as Funko Pops, statues, TV, movie and video game memorabilia, and so much more.
The fact for you, mate.
For all the Wrestling with Figs podcast listeners and Figs Down Under community members, use code FDU5 to save 5% off your next purchase store-wide.
You're gonna be joking me!
5%, yeah.
Visit them online at gofigurecollectibles.com.au, or if you're in the Melbourne area, go check out the store on 104 Bakers Road, Coburg, North Victoria, and say g'day to Jeff and the team.
G'day, mates.
Support local and support Go Figure Collectibles, who continue to do great things for the collecting community down under.
And go.
Now, finally, Go Figure Collectibles have got their hands on some Mattel Bloody Elites. Now, this is Elite Series 93 or 94?
93.
I think it's 93. 93. Now, for whatever reason, in Mattel's distribution chaos that has reigned supreme these last 2 years, he hasn't received, in all the boxes that he's received, he hasn't received a Cesaro. Have I said that right? Cesaro? And
Cesarian.
Raquel. Cesarian. And Raquel. That's twice now. That's twice now that Mattel have done that, right? The last bundle that he received, that he didn't receive one figure. What was that figure?
It was missing the Royal Rumble figures. It was missing the Dakota Kai.
That's right. That's just bloody weird, don't you reckon?
Well, I've heard Mattel in the US are now starting to box Elites into individual figures to stop the scalp, because if they send 8 of the same figure, people won't go and buy all 8. So, but isn't that like the anti?
What do you mean? What do you mean? So like Hilton Face's approach, they're going to send a box full of.
Well, I've heard that like Walmart's are getting, say, 3 cases of Elites, and they'll have 3 figures from a line of 6, but they'll have 8 of each one. So if you went to that store, you could buy any of those 3, but you'd have to go to a different store to find the other ones. They'll just spread them out.
That's stupid.
Makes no sense to me.
Why not just have one box of 8 of each figure, like the way it used to be? Or
have more stock. Send 3 boxes.
That is ridiculous. It's stupid. Anyway, congratulations, Jeff. That's no easy feat. So get down there. Get online, get down there. Use your code FDU5 to receive 5% off. Mattel Elite 93. All right, up next is Merch Perch.
Dude, I went down to the shops to pick up some fruit and veg. I couldn't help myself. Went down to the toy aisle. You never believe what I got. What you get? What you get? I got some figs. What you get? What you get? Found some figs.
Hey, James, I've got bad news for you, mate.
What's that?
I don't have any figs. I didn't buy anything this week. I've bought a lot of sports cards this week. A lot of them in the mail. Mainly AFL from the newest release, Prestige. So I thought I've got to show something. So I found this He-Man figure, which I want to buy. And I really like this. So just have a look. It says, to be He-Man, you've got to beat He-Man. Woo! Woo! Ric Flair's head on He-Man's body with a nice young lady. Looks like it could be is it Teela? Shearer. Yeah, Shearer. Is Teela his mum? He-Man's mum? Wouldn't be his mum, surely.
What about the tramp stamp?
If you're listening to this on the podcast, you're not going to appreciate the image right now as much as we are. Quite an amusing rear end. And that one is created by Spencer Smith. So we give the props to people who make their own things there. But I like the fact it's a He-Man figure with a Ric Flair head and a heavyweight title belt and a semi-nude woman.
That is an awesome-looking He-Man figure, though, I've got to say.
Ric Flair would have been a good He-Man. If they had to do the crossover, we've got the Motu line. Do you go Hulk Hogan for the He-Man?
Mate, you don't.
Do you go
You just don't cross over. You just don't cross over, Chris. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. Don't get me started down that road.
What have you bought, James? Surely you've got to build this segment up.
I've bought absolutely nothing. And the way I'm going to build this segment up, as seeing as though it's our 12-month anniversary, I thought we could talk about ours and our favorite merch perch of the year, what we've done. Oh, sorry, what we've purchased, and perhaps reminisce on some of our favorite members merch perch over the last 12 months. So I'll kick it off, seeing as I'm a little bit more prepared. I couldn't split it between my Smash unpainted 2-up prototype and my original Hasbro sketch of Jake the Snake Roberts from Series 1.
Both very, very cool.
Both great pieces that are proudly will never leave my collection. What about you, mate? What pieces?
They'll never leave your collection until you decide to sell them.
No.
My favourite purchase this year is my retros.
The Wave 1?
The re-released retros, so the Mean Gene, Cowboy Bob,
yep,
and the other two, just because it was bringing back something that I thought was done, and probably not, and also probably the Hogan Ultimate as well. I really like the Hogan Ultimate that came out. My biggest frustration though is half of the things I've ordered this year have not arrived yet. They're all pre-order. You've got the Mattel Creations. You've got Ultimate Edition figures that haven't been released yet. You've got the Zombie Sailor toys. It's the 8th of June. It's the 8th or 7th today. It's June. 7th. Where are my figures, Zombie? I keep hearing, they're halfway across the ocean on a boat. What if that boat sinks? Then what are we going to do? Like,
why wouldn't you fly them? Why don't you think he would have flown them across the country? Across the globe?
Too much. It's got to be a cost. So, and then what stresses me out the most is then once they get to the USA, we have to rely on the postal system to get them here.
Yeah, we'll be right. They'll get.
There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee these will ever get to Australia.
They'll be right, mate. There's too much. There's too much on the line for him.
I've got 3 ringside orders that haven't arrived, and 2 of them were shipped over 4 months ago.
Yeah, wow.
So one of them.
What does the tracking say?
The tracking, they said it was shipped from Sweden, one of them, and they said that with FedEx, and the tracking just says left country heading to destination country. Australia Post said they can't see it. They reckon it is carried by the Swedish Post, not by FedEx, because it's the price I paid, and then it will be carried by Australia Post. But Australia Post said they're so far behind in deliveries, it could be anywhere. Ringside refunded me for it because they were like, well, 4 months, it's not going to come now. So look, I haven't lost, and good work Ringside and being pretty good about it. And then I ordered a couple other things not long after that, and they were shipped, but I still haven't seen them yet. So they could be on a boat somewhere with the zombie boys.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey,
all right, well, we've got
members merch perch.
Yes.
Saw a really good one this week. It kind of a bit of inspo for what I've been buying. I've been buying lots of sports cards. Lee Dowsett, check out that nice Christian Petrarca Virtuoso signature card. Super cool. And the other one's a team coach Norm Smith medalist card. The Virtuoso is as probably expensive as it gets in the Footy Stars range this year. So that's a super cool card. Petrarca, Norm Smith medalist last year, and also premiership player for the D's. Lee Dowsett, big D's fan. Great to see. You need to get a one touch for those two cards, though, Lee. Don't like them in top loader.
What would that card be worth, the Virtuoso?
For the Petrarca, I would say probably 800 to 1,000.
Wow. Is that signature on card? Is that a signature directly on the card? Or
signature on card. So what they did in Footy Stars, they released 6 signature redemption cards for 6 clubs out of the 18. And then there was 1 signature per 6 clubs. So my team, the Dockers, didn't have a signature in the first set. The second set of cards that's come out called Prestige, there's a new Virtuoso. So there's another 6 different teams again. Yep. And my team was featured in that series, and I bought that card. It cost me a bloody fortune, but it's on its way. And but with the second set, because it's a higher end version of the cards, you get 2 signature cards. So
Right.
two different players. And I'm assuming that in the third set, which is the highest end of the footy cards for the year, it comes out about August, they will have another virtuoso for the last 6 clubs and maybe another 2 signatures as well. So everyone will be covered over the year. But they're super cool cards, and very excited to see what else comes out.
Very good. Well, my pick for this week was, let me go to my list, Rocco Madaffrey, the Elite Hogan and Mr. T. They're just great figures. You know what I'm going to do here, Chris? Oh,
Hang on, that was the wrong one.
I think it was the right one.
Was it?
Yeah. I think you got both. You got Mr. T and Hogan, but I just got the Hogan picture. So what I want to do here, right? So out of the elites, I'm selling most of my elites. I'm keeping the Hulk Rules Hogan. I want to buy this Hogan, and then I'm going to put the head in the middle on this Hogan here. I'm going to put the Winged Eagle Championship belt on this Hogan from the Hulk Rules Hogan, and put the singlet on this Hogan. And I think that will be the ultimate Hulk Rules Hogan action figure. What do you reckon?
I reckon it'd just be average, eh?
I don't think so, mate. Captain Negative, mate. You never liven up, Chris. Wake up.
I don't know if I can buy into your collecting anymore, mate. You know, you're selling off all your Mattels, sold off all your Hasbro. Do you even collect anymore?
Yeah, I do, mate. Horrendously, I do. You'll see what I've been working on this year. I've been working on something pretty big, so it's time for all the stuff on the side. It's not necessary.
We've got a few people watching live. Just before we go to the next segment, the giveaway. So I'm going to organise something for someone. I'm thinking of a wrestler from the 80s. From the 80s.
Yep.
You can't say if you think of it. And I'm going to put a picture of the wrestler on my phone here, and I'll show you on the screen when somebody guesses it. So in the comments, if you are the first one to guess it, you will win the prize from what comes up in the comments. Now, I'm only going to give you one clue at a time, and this could go on all night. I'm not logging off until somebody gets it. So the clue is this wrestler has a 5-letter name.
5-letter name.
That's the first clue. All right, so we're going to the next segment. You can start guessing. I've got it here on my phone, and we'll see how we go. That's it. See if anyone can guess it from there. First comment.
5-letter name.
5-letter name. All right. Should we go into? I know this is. Can we go into meet and greet? We haven't done that one for a while. Should we go to what's online?
What's online?
Did you see what was online? What's online? Some bloke selling some LJN figures on eBay. What's he asking? He's asking too much. Well, did you make an offer? Make an offer. You can't make an offer. It's an auction. Well, just slide into his DMs. Maybe he wants to let them go for less. Maybe he's just trying to whet your appetite. Well, I don't know. We'll just make an offer. I can't make an offer. It's an auction. We'll just slide right in to the DMs. What else is online? Oh, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff online.
Hey, James.
Yes.
We've already got a winner. Yeah, how fast that was. So you ready? Here's the reveal, and I'll tell you who won because we've had 2 guesses that are the same. The reveal. Dun, 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 dun. Who's that, James?
It is. It is your twin brother, the Akeem, the African Dream. Nice.
Now, I didn't count African Dream as part of his name because that's sort of more of his gimmick. And I'll take a photo here so that we can verify that the first guess was Luke Young. Dun, 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 dun. So Luke Young, send me your address, and I'm going to send something really crap to you in the mail. That is a giveaway. It'll probably be some of James's Mattels because we can't afford to give away anything else. But no, I've got a good idea. So I'll send you something. If you don't like it, just give it to somebody else or sell it. That's the way we do things here. Sell it.
Congratulations,
take it back to a store and tell them you bought it there and see if they'll give you a store credit. So unbelievable. I thought that would take longer than that, but there you go. And KG, good guess with Doink. I did say 80s, mate. That's more 90s. Somebody else, I can't see your name, says Randy. I think Randy Savage would have to go with a no, or maybe just saying I'm Randy. No, not that Randy right now. And then the same person gets Akeem, but they were 1 minute after Luke Young. So well done, Luke. Congratulations. You will receive the birthday prize, and then we can move on to Luke's just said, sounds great. I was actually typing Akeem before you said 5 letters. It's probably because I love Akeem. And I say it all the time. He's my favourite.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What's online? We move in now. We're getting all off topic here. What have you got, James?
Mate, I'm going to kick it off with a Michael Jordan Entebbe piece. Now, I picked this piece because I never ever knew it existed. Not that I want to get it, but I've got a couple of Entebbe Michael Jordan pieces. A couple of them are for sale. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But this is the number 45 Chicago White Sox. Now, this sold recently for $300 Australian, in Australia, of course. But that is a great. If you're Michael Jordan tragic and a completist, that is a must-have. Look at the accessories, even the Gatorade water bottle, the studs on the boots, the bats, the gloves, the hats, the sunnies, mate. Great looking figure. Awesome.
Hey, you know what I like about that Michael Jordan? It really commemorates his success as a White Sox player. You know, he was just. Did he win any titles with the White Sox?
No, mate.
No, he absolutely flopped at baseball, didn't he?
Mate.
What?
Mate, that's rich coming from a bloody. Who do you follow?
Hey, if you're watching Jordan, Michael might be watching. If you're watching, you should have stuck with basketball. You shouldn't have turned your back on the game that made you who you are. The Bulls would have had another title or two.
Yeah. We're going to change this show to Chris Maddox's opinions. Valid opinions.
You know what? I've been saying to my wife for years I should have a show called Chris Maddox's Opinions.
We'll have a segment next year. All right, next up, we've got the notorious WWF Hasbro Series 3 Sergeant Slaughter no-name error card. Now, this caused a little bit of a controversy on our Figs Down Under group, rightfully or wrongfully so. But I'm the man of the people, and I thought I'd support our local community because the seller obviously did not know what he had, and here's a good chance for anyone that potentially could pick up a good deal. The card is crushed.
Something was a bit off with that though because it had been relisted a couple of times. So
I can tell you why it was relisted off air, and it's yeah. Anyway,
I look forward to that conversation shortly.
That's all I'll say. But that figure, it actually sold for about $800 and something. So apparently me sharing it within our 800 member group spread it worldwide. But I think that's just someone being a little bit bitter and sour, to say the least.
Well, I had the high bid at $60, and you just went and screwed it up for me, mate. I was going to flip that one for a fortune. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. My third and last for the night is, and I've chosen this. There's nothing special about this, but I want to get your opinion. Does this not remind you of walking into a video store and seeing these tapes, the big bright yellow, big fluffy clamshell VHS covers, and Super Tape Volume 2, starting bid of $22. I think that's a bloody bargain. If you've got a VHS, get on it. Look at that, the famous Marty Jannetty's on the front cover. Leg locking. Who's that on the floor, mate? One of the Rougeau brothers?
It must be one of the Rougeaus. Well, I can't understand what this is. Why put Marty Jannetty on the cover? Because surely that
there's red hot. They were red. The red hot back in the day.
Yeah, but Marty was always the lucky. Shawn Michaels was always the popular one.
I've never liked Shawn Michaels, ever.
Well, there you go. Hey, my What's Online is going to be very quick, but I went on a different tact. I thought, well, it's our birthday. It's our 1 year anniversary. So let's have a look what we can find for a wrestling-themed birthday. So start off, $8.95. You can get your invitations with the title belt. Send those out to your friend. Come round for a birthday party. It comes with envelopes, steels, and stickers. I might buy them for my son. And then a nice WWE-themed cake. So the cake toppers, figures. I've actually got the old Applause cake toppers upstairs. I bought them from the real Michael Jordan, the Luke Longley of Figure Collecting, and this was a pretty cool cake. Imagine if that you got that for your 18th birthday. You must really love wrestling. Pretty cool cake. Happy 18th, Josh. Then I thought, well,
It'll be a cool cake.
Can I
The
find
Winged Eagle
the
belt.
Winged Eagle belt would be a cool cake? Can I find the best wrestling cake out there? This was a close second. I don't know who spells Aiden, A-D-I-A-N, Adian. That's somebody. That's got to be a typo. I've never heard of Adian in my life. That's got to be meant to be Aiden. So, good effort with the ring ropes. I like it. It looks like it's some sort of licorice. But the best one now takes me back to the Woman's Weekly birthday cake cookbook that we all had as a kid.
Yes.
Our parents would try to make something from that book that always turned out pretty shit.
Yep.
The jelly cake with the wrestlers in the jelly. How good is that? All
Makes
those
sense.
are available online. Find yourself a cake maker. The best one here is the Great Khali, just sort of hanging out in the jelly pool.
Yes.
And a whole bunch of misshaped figures in there. Rey Mysterio looks like he's doing a wee in the jelly pool. So, yeah, very, very cool. It's a birthday. Got to have a cake.
Happy birthday to us. Good one, mate. That was a cracker. Well done. Well done. Well, that's what's online, big fella. Now let's get into Fig preview and review.
It's time to review a fig from today or the past. Which will it be? Stay tuned to find out.
Now we are up to series 12 of the WWE Mattel Legends line. A great line, wouldn't you say, Chris?
Yeah, good series, this one too, I reckon.
Great lineup. Bart Gunn, great figure. Not for me, but a great figure.
Was that
Rowdy
Barker?
Piper.
Isn't that Billy Gunn?
Oh, Billy Gunn. Sorry, Billy Gunn. Rowdy Piper. That's exactly how I remember him in the very early 90s. Kevin Nash, to me, probably the worst figure in that line, but still not bad. And Junkyard Dog.
Now,
So
the things I like about this series, I had all of these, but I sold the Billy Gunn and the Hot Rod. Just recently sold the Hot Rod. But the Kevin Nash is a much better figure in hand than it looks on the image. But the Junkyard Dog, the accessory with the dog collar and the chain is one of the best accessories for an elite, hands down.
Yep. Bring that photo back up. Anything I don't like, and this is my biggest issue with all the Mattel figures, is their legs. Like, his legs are skinny. And the thing is, if you look at the animal LOD in the red, his legs are in proportion to the rest of his body because he was a short, stocky, muscly dude. Junkyard Dog didn't have long, skinny legs.
No.
You know what I mean? He had a big ass and big, thick thighs. Like, that's. Do
you know what I loved? I loved as a kid when Junkyard Dog used to crawl around the ring headbutting people. There's always something cool about that. And it was like his head couldn't be hurt.
Yeah.
It's probably got CT now, so.
Yeah. So what's your favourite from that line, Chris?
Junkyard Dog, mate. Best one of the line. I really like it. I didn't bother with the Billy Gunn because I just didn't need the DX collection.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit my collecting rules. And I had the Hot Rod, but I've got the Hall of Fame Hot Rod, and I just didn't need two of the same figure, so I sold that one on to Emma Mitchell in Tassie. Junkyard Dog for me. Best one. What about you?
Good stuff. For me, it's Piper. Piper for sure, because it just takes me back, and that's how I definitely remember him.
No, go on.
Yeah. All right. Well, on to the next word from our major sponsor, Go Figure Collectibles.
Coming towards the ring, Mattel, Jakks, Hasbro, LJN, Remco, Super 7. Are you looking for a store that stacks all the latest and greatest wrestling figures? Then look no further, because Go Figure Collectibles has everything you're looking for. Jeff and the team at Go Figure Collectibles are always filling the shelves with the latest releases and buying up old cherished collections to fulfill any vintage collection needs. Visit them online at gofigurecollectibles.com.au, or if you're in the Melbourne area, go check out their store at 104 Bakers Road, Coburg, North Victoria, and introduce yourself to Jeff and the team. Plus, Wrestling with Figure podcast listeners can use the code FDU5 to save 5% off your next purchase store-wide. That's Go Figure Collectibles.
It's question time. It's question time. It's time to ask the boys a question. What's on your mind? Let us know and we will tell you the answer.
Okay, Q&A. I'm just bringing it up. I think it's a very light week, Christopher.
Must be no giveaway this week.
No giveaway. No giveaway. Here we go. Now, this is Elizabeth Gisborne. So I'm assuming that's KG's better half. So congratulations. You've taken out the best question of the week without even us reading it out. So because you're the only one that's asked a question. But anyway, here we go. Let's kick it off with, hey guys, do you reckon the Elite Series 95 Shotzi Blackheart should come with a photo of her poop for the low price of only $5 extra? Seriously though, what are some of the weirdest, funniest accessories you've seen with figs? Now, I'm going to go way back to the Jax line, the ruthless aggression and all that sort of stuff. The stuff that they would pull out from underneath the ring, the so-called ring, so a shopping trolley, a broken pipe, a garbage bin lid. What else was there? There was
Barbed wire.
A light. What do you call it? A lamp. a lamp post. Just weird ass shit. But you know what accessory in the Elite line I've never liked? The ball and chain that comes with Big Boss Man.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
My weirdest one would probably be was it the Liv Morgan Elite that was really hard to find that came with a pot plant?
Yeah.
It came with a pot plant. And the HBK Elites, there was a set of Elites. I've got this feeling they're flashbacks that came with the Love Heart bed. So you had to buy.
Yeah.
Like, do we need the Love Heart bed? Like, really? Do we need? Does the sexy boy need his Love Heart bed? Like, I'm sure most kids, if you think it's kids playing with toys, do they need the Love Heart bed?
Yeah. That's Shawn Michaels. That was a Shawn Michaels.
Do you know what would be cool? Yeah. Now, we've talked about what we'd like to see. What would be really cool is the barbershop. Can we get a barbershop set? Like the old glass window, get a Brutus, get a Shawn Michaels, a Marty Jannetty, Rita the Rockers.
Yeah. Even a Piper's Pit. Jake's. What was Jake's thing called? Jake's.
Oh, well, we need a gobbledygooker as well.
Yeah.
With the big egg.
Piper's Pit.
Gobbledygooker with the Thanksgiving egg. I also want a Jesse the Body Ventura Elite.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I want the Pilgrim Jesse when he was at the Survivor Series with the big hat on, and Gorilla got stuck into him and he got upset.
Yes, I want. I'd love to see a. It'd be actually a really cool playset, a WrestleMania 9 Caesar's Palace playset.
I didn't like the Caesar's Palace.
What?
I didn't like the. I didn't like the ring with the columns sort of in your view. I just don't like that.
I thought it was amazing.
I thought there was so much dumb stuff in that WrestleMania. Like some of the commentary and the Bobby Heenan stuff, like the jokes were just so cringe.
But that, you got to remember, right? How old were you in whatever that? What was that? 93? How old were you in 93?
Yeah, I was probably about 10, but I didn't like it then.
Yeah,
and I didn't like the fact that the event started in daylight.
Yeah, I thought it was sensational. I love where Bobby Heenan come out on the camel backwards.
Yeah.
you
That's
remember that?
the stuff I didn't like. I was like, this is
I
dumb.
thought it was hilarious. That was Undertaker's first WrestleMania from memory. No, it wasn't. No, it was WrestleMania
No.
7.
70-foot Jimmy Snooker.
Yep.
So
Well, that's the only question. Well done. Sorry, your name escapes me again.
Elizabeth.
It is Elizabeth Gisborne. Congratulations. You've taken out this week's unanimously taken out this week's Q&A with Chris and James. Well done. Well done.
Also, the Braun Strowman from the comments, the double bass and the ambo door was weird. So, yes.
Yeah.
This-
Actually,
they-
I've got another one. The Mattel Elite, I don't know what series it is, Macho $1 Million Man, where he's just in. It was the same series as Macho King, Jimmy the Heart, and I think it was just Macho Man with the basketball.
Yeah, that was the Raw the Hall of Fame series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
underrated
bizarre.
series.
Underrated,
Like
definitely.
what?
But I opened all of mine. Figures aren't as good quality as like I would have liked.
Well, I've got them all, and I'm actually selling them.
Well, they knock off $10 because that figure's crap. So
Yeah, that's a very cheap figure. But the basketball, that didn't make sense. I don't remember him
and
ever.
it came with a little box,
I can't remember. I've got all the accessories. I need to go through them.
a clear box with a black lid for the basketball to go in.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to have a look.
If you don't have it, mate,
Very
that figure's now half price.
I've got all
Hey,
the accessories.
when you do post your figures for sale, tag me in the listing and I'm going to lowball every single one. Say, you can get that for a lot cheaper on eBay. I'll just post listings to where it's cheaper.
Don't be a goose, mate. Just I look after the community. You know that. All right.
Sure
Well,
do,
that
mate.
wraps up our first our first birthday episode. Great one. Well
Mate,
done,
it's been a
Chris.
pleasure for 12 months.
Absolute pleasure. We've had a blast. We'll keep talking figs. Who knew we could talk for 12 months about figures?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and listen to the first episode and find out whether Zombie had just released his figures for sale then. And
you
then
know,
see,
does your daughter watch Frozen?
not anymore, mate. She's too old for that crap now. So
Well, what I want you to do, your homework for tonight, is to go dig out that DVD or go to the Disney app, watch it again. I want you to sing that song put that song on repeat. Let it go. All right, they're coming. Relax. Zombie Sailor will come through. Trust me.
hey, James, how many kids do you have?
Yes, mate.
You got
I've
two?
got two.
Yeah, I can tell because your jokes are dad jokes, mate. They're shocking. Go and throw in a Disney movie. Fuck
Proud of it.
out. Mate,
Proud
it's
of
been
it.
a long
Well,
day. I don't need to hear this.
On that note, guys, thanks everyone for tuning in for the past 12 months. We really, really appreciate your support. Hope you have a great week, and this show will continue to grow and continue to discuss all the shenanigans going on down under. Thank you.
Shout out to Jeff. We appreciate your support, Jeff. And also to Luke Young. Well done on your giveaway win tonight.
Yeah, well done, Luke. All right, guys. Peace.
See you soon. Cheers, everyone.